Hey, welcome to another video from SkinnyMedic. It's been a while back, but AR500 sent me a few of their AR500 Level IIIA soft body armor to do a review on and talk about first responders carrying and wearing soft body armor. So my initial thought was to shoot these because that's what they wanted me to do. They're like, hey, take these, shoot them, talk about first responders wearing soft body armor, but everybody shoots armor. Like everybody shoots the AR500 steel and all that good stuff. So I decided to do something a little bit different. I'm going to use 3 different tools to cut the level 3 body armor. I'm going to use just regular EMT shears. These are on shears you'll find on every single ambulance in America, if not across the world. Then the Leatherman Raptors. These are the shears that I use when I'm on the ambulance. I've had them for a number of years now. I love them. They held up well. And then I'm going to try the Benchmade Hook. This is a new one that I've started carrying in my SkinnyMedic Essentials kit. So we're going to try it as well. So these level 3A plates are supposed to go in AR500's plate carrier, but I'm going to save this for a whole nother review. I'm not going to cut it up this time, don't worry. But I'm going to talk about this when I talk about first responders wearing body armor. So the reason why I want to do this video is because if you have someone who's wearing soft body armor, such as a police officer, and they've taken a round into the chest, you've got to be able to expose the injury site, expose the chest area to make sure you don't have any other injuries there. So that's why I want to talk about cutting soft body armor and the tools that we would carry as first responders to see if they're actually going to cut through the soft body armor. So just to show you what we're cutting through, this is the AR500 shooter's cut 10x12. This is level 3A soft body armor, 44 Magnum 357. So we're going to try to cut it using different scissors. So first I'm going to try to cut the level 3A soft body armor just using a regular pair of EMT shears. This is the same thing you would find in my trauma kits that I pack and the trauma kits that I use. Alright, so we're going to make our first cut here using the just plain old EMT shears. Just about every paramedic and EMT, firefighter, first responder in the country is carrying these right here. So let's try to make a cut and see what happens. Ooh, that is tough. Alright, it's cutting, but man, that's tough. Made a little bit of indentation there. So, there we go. So now let's use the Leatherman Raptor shears. I've done my initial video on this. I did a year follow-up video on these. I really like them. I carry them when I work on the ambulance, so let's try these. Alright, so now let's take a look at the Leatherman Raptor shears. I've been using these on the ambulance for a while now, so really enjoy. I've cut through leather, things like that, but never cut through soft body armor. So let's give it a shot. Alright, it's cutting. Man, that is tough. Yeah, it's going. You can see we're cutting through there. But whew, that's a hand workout. So let's try the Benchmade Hook now. This is what I put in my SkinnyMedic Essentials kit. Just want to do something different when I put this kit together, so we put a Benchmade Hook. Alright, so next we're going to try the Benchmade Hook. Now, I don't know if this is going to work really because that's a lot of material thickness to come through that blade. So I've cut denim with it. It worked just fine with cutting through denim. So I don't know how this is going to work, but we'll give it a shot. Don't want to cut through that bag. Yeah, that is not going to come through. It's making a little bit of cut, kind of similar to what the EMT shears did, but it is not going to cut through there. Yeah, so you can see, obviously, cut through that just fine, but and it's really thick material. Yeah, it is not one to cut to get into that. Yeah, it's not one to cut through. So too thick, not one to cut. Now some of you might be saying that I didn't cut through the material on the vest, and you're right, because I want to save that vest for another video, so I'm not going to cut through it this time, maybe next time. So instead, I'm going to cut through this Vanquest pack. I did this a while back when I did a Benchmade cutter, and you guys lost your mind because I cut a Condor pack up, so I'm going to cut a Vanquest pack up this time. This is a Gen 1 to kind of simulate that same material, kind of go through it. So I'm going to use the EMT shears, the Leatherman Raptors, and the Benchmade Hook, and we're going to cut through this. So as we can see, we're not going to cut through the soft body armor using the EMT Shears, the Leatherman Raptors, or the Benchmade Hook. It's not going to work. So the best bet is to cut the soft body armor by the strap. So I'm not going to cut that vest yet, so I'm going to use a Vanquest pack. Same material, so for the most part, let's cut it up, see what happens. Alright, so we'll make our first cut. Let's go, I don't know, let's cut right here. EMT Shears. Alright, cool. Sorry guys at Vanquest. Cuts there just fine. So then we'll cut this way with the Leatherman Raptor. And cuts just fine. So we're cutting good. And how many of you guys are throwing up right now that I'm cutting up this pack? So, Leatherman Raptors cut good through there. So the Benchmade here, you got to find that right angle for it to get the cut. That's the issue, is working it up and down, getting your thumb high. There we go. Just finding the angle on this is important. So, like I said, I cut through denim with it. A pair of blue jeans worked really good for that. So as we can see here, you're not going to be able to cut through the soft body armor. So what I was saying, easiest way is to cut the straps off. That's going to be the easiest way to gain access. Obviously this has Velcro, so you can make a quick pull. You can Velcro here, and most vests work pretty much the same way that you're looking at. So we can just take it off, or if you did feel like you need to cut it, I would cut through these straps here, and cut through these straps here, and you're going to make those cuts very easily with whatever shears cutters you're cutting through. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. When I say this isn't stab proof, they didn't intend for it that, but because I can't cut through it this way doesn't mean that makes it stab proof. Just to kind of show you, we'll use my Benchmade. I'll try this without having to make myself use a tourniquet. So here, there. So, not saying that this isn't stab proof because I can't cut it. Now it's time to clean up the mess. So I hope this video helps. You never know when you'll be the first responder, bringing the right gear and the right training. So the reason why I wanted to make this video was because if you have someone who's wearing soft body armor, say an officer, you still have to be able to cut the soft body armor off of him to expose his chest or her chest and be able to see. Yeah, you guys want to expose your chest. Wait for the gun guys to quit shooting. Sound like Such is shooting over there.